A day in the life of a medieval peasant. Imagine waking up in medieval England and it's the year 1300. The sun isn't up yet. You have no alarm clock, no phone too, and definitely no electricity. Instead, you wake because everyone else in the house is already moving. Your family doesn't have separate bedrooms. Parents, children, and sometimes grandparents may all sleep in the same building. If you're fortunate, you sleep on a straw mattress. If you're less fortunate, it's little more than a pile of straw. You quickly get dressed. Fortunately, medieval peasants usually didn't sleep in their clothes. Your clothes are valuable, and wearing them constantly would wear them out faster. Breakfast isn't a feast. You might eat bread, pottage, or leftover food from the previous day. Pottage is a thick stew that appears at nearly every meal. Think of it as the medieval version of eating the same leftovers all week. Now it's time to work. And work starts early, very early. Most peasants are farmers. Depending on the season, you may be ploughing fields, planting crops, repairing fences, collecting firewood, caring for animals, or harvesting grain. Harvest season is especially demanding. Some days can stretch from sunrise to sunset. The weather controls much of your life. Too much rain can ruin crops. Too little rain can ruin crops. A harsh winter can ruin crops. In medieval farming, nature usually gets the final vote. Around midday, you stop briefly to eat. Again, don't expect a banquet. Bread remains a staple food. Ale is also common. Surprisingly, many people drink ale regularly because water sources can sometimes be contaminated. No, medieval peasants weren't walking around drunk all day. The ale was often weaker than many modern beers. After eating, it's back to work. If you are a serf rather than a free peasant, you may owe labor to your lord. That means spending some days working not on your own land but on the lord's fields. Taxes are another concern. And not just money. You may owe crops, labor, animals, or other goods. Life can feel like an endless list of obligations. As evening approaches, the work finally slows. This doesn't mean leisure suddenly begins. There are animals to feed, tools to repair, food to prepare, clothing to mend. Every member of the household contributes. Dinner is usually similar to lunch. More bread, more pottage, maybe vegetables from the garden. Meat is less common for ordinary peasants than movies often suggest. Then darkness arrives. And darkness in the medieval world is very different from ours. There are no streetlights. Your windows won't glow. Outside, the night can become remarkably dark. A candle is useful but costs money. You don't waste light if you don't need it, so most people head to bed relatively early. Tomorrow will look much like today. But before you feel too sorry for being a medieval peasant, remember, you still celebrate holidays. You attend fairs. You play games. You share and exchange stories. You go to church festivals. And you enjoy rare breaks from work. Medieval life was difficult, but it wasn't misery every second of every day. Still, when your morning alarm goes off tomorrow, you might appreciate it a little more. Subscribe, seeker, or else you shall be a peasant. This has been Rink. See you in 1300.